I'm Paul Rivera Jr., and I'm here in a 1998 Lamborghini SV. What a dream come true. I don't want to tell you too much about the car right now. We'll go over it a little later, but just here's the basics before I drive here on Los Angeles Crest, which is one of the greatest roads in the world, especially in Southern California. This 1998 SV, by the time they released the SV from 95 to 98, 98 is where they really dialed it in, has the variable cam, bumped up from 510 horsepower to 530, and the torque is phenomenal, 450 foot-pounds of torque. I've read that this car, top speed is 204. I've also read it's 208. I'm going to stick with the 1998, went as far as 208. And the 98 was right before the 99, which is the 99, same engine, they just updated the interior. In 91, the Lamborghini Diablos were rear-wheel drive. Then they went to all-wheel drive in the VTs. When they did the SV, they said, you know, let's go back to the basics. Let's shed some weight. Let's tune this car closer to be a race car than just a daily driver. So they went back to rear-wheel drive. They lightened it up. They got rid of some frills. I mean, there's no freaking coffee cup holders, which for me, I'm such a coffee fanatic. Oh well, but it's no ashtray, no Italians are smoking in here. This is all business. This is a driving machine. It's a manual. It's a frickin' hand-built Italian V12 5.7 liter in the back with 48 valves, larger intakes, variable cam. It is a monster. Having this engine roar behind your head, wow. And this particular SV is painted in what's called Rosso Luc DIR dot. We haven't found any information on it. The closest information is this color was also called Rosa Targa and was released on 2 Monterey Edition SVs. However, just the normal SV, this seems to be one of a kind, which is beautiful. It's this red in the light, pink starts to come out. It's a freaking gorgeous color. It's loud as it should be, as the car is. And of course, the giant SV stickers, super veloce, super fast on the side of the car. Oh my God, come on. Giant stickers, hood scoops that also enhance the horsepower, just sucking up that air and ramming it through those intakes. Mind-blowing. You got hood scoops, giant stickers, freaking pinkish red, pearlish paint, the wild Lamborghini Diablo shape, which is a legendary shape, designed by Gandini. They really created the most absurd, phenomenal, ridiculous cars that dreams are made of. This was the 90s supercar. Actually, this was the 90s hypercar. And as my friend Damien says, first gear, you're going really fast. Second gear, you're breaking all sorts of laws. Third gear, you're going to jail. Fourth and fifth, forget about it. I don't even know why there's a fourth and fifth, because third, I think, hits 110, maybe 120. It hit 110 and I was still like 6,000 RPM and had another 1,000 to go. Anyways, I'm here to just drive on Los Angeles Crest and try to give you the experience that I'm getting while driving this road. Let's hear this bad boy. Oh boy. Listen to that. So much torque, doesn't matter what gear you're in. You can keep it in third. I'm flying uphill around turns and at plenty of torque the whole range, naturally aspirated, very linear feeling. The variable cams do feel like a mini turbo kicking in around 4,000 RPM, which is really cool. SV was also upgraded with bigger brakes. I believe 350 millimeter front discs, separate hat and rotor from the factory, which is really cool. pass that rock. Big, giant, 4-piston caliber Brembo brakes in the front. Italian standard, I guess. Oh, this sound is irreplaceable. It's irrefutable. It's so intoxicating. This is your last chance to get this car under 500 grand. It's such a pleasure. Nothing like this experience. Oh my God. It's so engaging. It just handles like a dream. I mean, this car has 6 shocks. Has dual coilover shocks, 2 coilovers per rear wheel, which is phenomenal, and a single coilover on each wheel in the front. Combined 6 coilover shocks. I don't know of another car that has that. And that system, that philosophy of 2 smaller shocks each tire in the rear, just it's a more linear bounce, car's beyond stiff. Again, tuned more for racing. Yeah, car's flat as hell. It's as agile as those Navy spotted UFOs. I gotta tell you, the steering is quick. The throttle is quick too. That's the thing. I have an Aston Martin Vantage. It's kind of a lazy throttle. This is ridiculous. I don't know if it's a lighter flywheel or what, but just boom, instant feedback. This car is nothing of drive by wire. There's no brake by wire. There's no steering by wire. Everything is just real as it gets. Immediate feedback. It's a real car. Autobahn. Whew. Okay. Engine is just loving life right now. Doing what it's meant to do. You know, you gotta kind of, it's a gate. And first it's a dog leg, first then the second. You gotta be careful. You're used to a 6-speed, first is up, second, so you gotta make sure first, second. This little steering wheel, because this car has power steering, unlike the earlier Diablos, they made the steering wheel a little smaller so taller guys can fit. Now, it's kind of off center, which is like, come on guys, just a ½ inch this way. So my knees are a little like this, but you know, I get used to it. So I'm kind of sideways. You know, my head touches being 6'4". You know, I guess if you're smaller, you can kind of make do. But, you know, I don't care. I want this car. I want to drive it every day. I'd love this to be my daily. I'd probably be crazy enough to have it as my daily. Has plenty of power and plenty of torque for any on-ramp or any freeway merging. It's all you need. Linear, beautiful, torquey, responsive, quick on the throttle, you know, just instantaneous. You know, something about a big, naturally aspirated, high-revving engine. It just has it all. You know, new cars are just not as engaging. Fast as hell, especially the hybrids. Those new Ferraris are ridiculous, but are they as engaging? I don't know. They just feel like jets. It's like, what road are you going to use it? This, you're actually kind of doing the driving. The other cars are kind of doing the driving for you. You're pressing buttons, you're just hitting the throttle, and you're doing 200 miles an hour. and everything is auto this, auto that, auto correct, auto slip, blah, blah, blah. You'll never lose control. And, you know, it's brake by wire, steering by wire, you know, black box computer. If you crash, oh, they'll look at, oh, you were doing 83 miles an hour and car was shifting 20. That's ridiculous. Nobody's hooking up to this car and finding out what you did yesterday. There's no drive-by-wire. Everything is real time. It's the best. Love it, love it, love it. Let's get back to the garage and talk about it more.